Let's be honest.
He's going to make up for Jalen Brunson.
And that's what we need. You know, Jalen Brunson, he's great offensively. We know what he does in the playoffs. We know what he does in the season. We know what he does when he's injured. We know what he does when he's not injured.
So that's actually going to change. That's going to change how you guys play with good teams.
Exactly, because now you got Jose that'll come out there like, hey, you know, they might even do where they have Jalen Brunson run the 2. And they have have Jose Alvarado play the 1, and maybe in a certain line, not to start, but in the line.
Whoever's taller, depending on whoever's. I don't know how tall Jose.
I don't even think it's gonna be a height thing because realistically, because ideally the point guard is the person that brings the ball up the court. That's usually what happens. So usually your playmaker.
But on offense, it would always stick to Jalen. I think on defense is where it would switch.
Correct.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it'll work still because he can still facilitate the ball very well, which is why he can play the point guard position and have Jalen Brunson play the 2. Because we know Jalen Brunson's not a playmaker. He's an offensive threat.
Yeah.
You know, that's just his game. Yeah. And they already mentioned that they wanted him not to have the ball in his hand as much. They want to have him playing off the ball offense.
Okay.
So if you have a Jose Alvarado who's a legitimate facilitator who can actually facilitate and then get back transition defense, that's someone that can now free up a Jalen Brunson. Now I got to deal with Jose Alvarado GTA if I may.
You got Cat still.
You know, so now I got to deal with this guy all over the place and shit.
Bridges
and then he's what is he? Oh, where's Brunson? Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it becomes the impact Golden State had for the
exactly. So now you got another player that you have to worry about. So while he may not, show up in the box office or in the box score, he's gonna show up when it comes to defense. And he did the other night have actually, I believe, not a career high, but a game Knicks high for him. I think it was 24 or 26 points, 5 steals. I can't remember how many assists he had, but it was up there. I think more than 5. I think more than 6 assists. So it just showed he's not going to have that game every night. But what it showed was he had that game, and Jalen Brunson didn't have to play like that. He played, I think, maybe a little bit over 20 minutes. I think he got his 20 points, if I'm not mistaken. But the highlight of it was he didn't shoot the ball much. So it's like now you're seeing that you get your all-star to rest in this season, which is what we need to go into have a deep playoff run. So I like it. It's a good pickup. Playoffs is going to look a lot nicer. We're going to need that against the Detroit Pistons because we have yet to beat them in the season, which it's a season. Playoffs are different. We beat them last year, but that's last year.
Playoffs are different. It's a 7-game series.
So I think we're going to need it. The problem is height. Jose Alvarado not much taller than, I think actually shorter than Jalen Brunson. I believe Jalen Brunson listed 6'1", 6'2". And Jose
still
is
makes up for the defense,
like 6 foot, but probably 5'10".
But you guys
5'11".
You guys front court is tall. So
yeah, but the front court is
with OG. You got Cat, and then
OG is not tall. He's just got a wingspan. Really tall is gonna be Mitchell Robinson and Cat.
December on defense though. Defensively, you guys have a really big threat. You guys have probably the best defensive team in the league right now.
We're up there.
You guys have Mikal Bridges and OG.
What they call it, what they say we have the best wing defenders. That's what they say because we got the OG and the Mikal. So yes, wing defenders are great. They're good at the corner. They're good when it comes to even guarding at the perimeter. It's like they're good there.
Like you might be able to go 4-on-5.
You add that Jose Alvarado now.
Jaden could sit down and on defense, and y'all still.
And that's what's crazy too, is what it's looking like right now. We're having Jose there. Jalen's not having to be out there as long, and we're still winning games. Like that's dangerous.
Correct. Yeah.
That's very, very dangerous. Now, hopefully, it's not dangerous to the fact where he gets cold. We don't want him to get cold.
I don't think we would.
I don't think so either. But it's still early to tell.
I think he knows his.
It's only year 3 of being on the Knicks.
He found his identity already.
I believe year 3 of the Knicks. So it's still early to tell on that. But moving on. So we thinking possibly serious contenders. At the end of all that conversation, Knicks serious contenders.
Yes, sir.
Moving on, Jaren Jackson Jr. is out for the season with knee injury, recently acquired to the Utah Jazz.
Damn.
Yeah, honestly.
That's more upsetting than getting a player that's already hurt.
It is.
Because I didn't even know he was hurt.
I was kind of wondering that, like, damn, to know that you just acquired a player and now he's having. I know Jazz weren't looking to do anything in the season. Potentially, they're probably gonna have a losing season anyway. They're not gonna make it to the playoffs. But to know that you get a player and now he's having a season-ending surgery, it's like, damn.
Knee surgery.
And knee surgery ain't nothing to play with, especially when you're one of those big guys that got the weight on you. I think he's 6'9", maybe, probably easily over 250, maybe 260 pounds.
Yeah, you gone.
You know what I'm saying? Like we know what it's like with these bigger guys in the knee surgery. Hopefully he's able to come back because he is a great defender. I mean, he previously won Defensive Player of the Year. So we want to see him out there.
Unlike some other teams and some other impactful players, I don't think Jazz are in a position to where they're gonna need JJ to make Triple J to make an impact.
Yeah, not for
into the
this
playoffs,
season.
yeah.
It
So I
wouldn't have
think
worked this season. It just sucks because
he's
now they
older
got
too, so you got to let him recuperate.
that much older. I think he's still in his 20s, maybe like I say 26, 27. I don't think he's that much
He
older.
came in with Ja. That was Ja's draft.
I don't know if it was with Ja's draft, but I mean that was that whole era of the whole Memphis Grizzlies, spark that they had going on with the Dylan Brooks, the Brandon Clarks, all of them over there.